Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Damola. In my previous video, I showed you guys how to cut this shirt dress that you are seeing on your screen, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through the process of sewing it. So let's get right into the tutorial. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to join my shoulders, and I'm going to go ahead to iron interfacing on the 2.5 inch that we left for our button stand. Ironing interfacing on your button stand is just to give that side some sort of stability, so when you want to make your button holes, it will be very easy for you. Now you're going to go ahead and fold that 2.5 inch over to create your button stand, and after I'm done doing that, this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to go ahead and take in the 1.5 inch sewing allowance that I left on both sides, and after doing that, this is what we have. That is what the upper part looks like, and that is what the lower part looks like. I'm also gonna add to hem the lower part of the dress. Then I'm going to go ahead and fix my sleeve. My sleeve is just a normal basic sleeve with rope at the end to form a bow. So if you're interested in the tutorial, let me know in the comment section. And now the next thing for us is to create our collar. Now we are going to go ahead and we are going to measure round our neck. Now you have to be very careful when you are measuring that part of your neck, so you don't mistakenly stretch the fabric on that part. Now after measuring, I have 17.5, so now I'm going to go ahead to use that to cut my collar. The material you need to cut your collar is a soft stay. You can use that very soft stay or the hard one, anyone that is available to you, but I'm using that very soft stay. So now I'm going to fold my stay into two, and I'm going to divide my neck measurement into two. After dividing, I add 8.5 and quarter, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark that down. Then I'm also going to find the midpoint of the 8.5 and quarter, and I'm going to mark it down. Then from the other side of the stay, I'm going to go up by 1 inch, because if you look at your collar very well, your collar stand is not straight, it has a bit of curve to it. So from that 1 inch, I'm going to curve it back to the middle of my collar. Then I'm going to go up by 1 inch, and I'm going to measure that 1 inch all the way down to form my collar stand. So that is basically just me connecting as many lines as I can, so at the end of the day I'm going to have a straight line to connect with. Now if you are connecting your 1 inch, please don't connect with a ruler. Always use your French curve, or better still, use your free hand. Then after that, you're going to go in by 1/2 inch, and you're going to curve it back into the collar stand. Then you can go ahead and cut it out. So this is what it looks like after cutting it out. So now we are going to go ahead and cut our collar itself. Now with our stay still folded, we are going to make a straight line, which is going to serve as our starting line. Then from there, we are going to input our neck measurements divided by 2, which is 8.5 and quarter, and we are going to mark it down. Then we are going to go ahead and determine how high we want our collar to be. For me, I want it to be 2.5 inch high, so I'm going to measure 2.5 inch. So now I'm going to measure that 2.5 inch all the way down to create a straight line. Then after that, I'm going to go in by 1 inch on the lower part of the collar, and I'm going to connect it to the 8.5 and quarter inch. Then I'm going to go up by 1/2 inch on the folded part of the collar. Then I'm going to find the midpoint of my collar again, starting from the 1 inch I came in by. I'm going to mark the midpoint, and I'm going to connect it to that 1/2 inch. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Now if you are wondering why we came in by 1 inch for your collar, you would notice that if you look at your shirt collar very well, the collar is always 1 inch away from the collar stand. So now you can go ahead and move to the ironing table. Now to iron your collar and collar stand, you are going to place the part of your stay that has the gum. You are going to place it on the wrong side of the fabric you want to use, and you are going to make sure that you leave 1/2 inch all around. And when you are done, you are going to go ahead and cut it out, making sure you leave 1/2 inch all around and still following the shape of the collar and the collar stand. And after cutting it out, this is what it looks like. You can go ahead to iron it on the right side once again, just to make sure they stay glued to the fabric properly. Now after ironing, this is what we have. Now we are going to use these two new pieces to cut an exact same piece. So you are going to place it on another fabric, right side facing each other, and you are going to cut the exact same piece for the collar and also the collar stand. And after cutting it out, this is what we have. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the collar aside, and also the part of the collar stand that does not have the interfacing on it. Now you are going to fold over that ½ inch at the bottom of your collar stand, and you are going to hold it down in place with your iron. You can use an hemming gum for this, but I am not using an hemming gum for this project because I want to have 2 top stitch on my collar stand when I'm done. So this is basically just me using my iron to hold it in place so it doesn't come off when I want to sew. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and hold that place down with about 1/4 inch all the way down. Then I'm also going to go ahead and sew the upper part of my collar all the way around, leaving only the lower part open. And after doing that, this is what we have. You would notice that I have my stitches at the back of the stay and not on the stay. So please, if you are sewing, make sure you are not sewing on your stay so that it will be very easy for you when you want to turn it over. So now I'm going to go ahead and notch the pointy edges and also cut off the excesses so that I can properly turn it over. And after turning it over, this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and iron it down properly so that everything is going to lay flat. And after ironing it down, this is what we have. Now you can go ahead and run a stitch of about 1/4 inch all the way around the collar, but I won't be doing that for this project because I'm working with a simple shirt dress. Now moving on to our collar stand, I've gone ahead to hold down that 1/4 inch that I said earlier, and this is what it looks like. You can see how neat it looks. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold it into 2, and I'm going to notch the midpoint. Then I'm going to go ahead and notch all the other parts of our collar too. That is the other part of the collar stand that does not have the interfacing, and also the collar itself. Now moving on, this is the part where we join our collar to our collar stand. Now I'm going to place the part of the collar that does not have the interfacing on the part of the collar stand that does not have the interfacing, and I'm going to place the collar stand that has the interfacing itself. I'm going to place it on it, and I'm going to pin it down just like you see me do in this video. And I'm going to go ahead and pin it all the way around, holding the collar in between the collar stand. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew it down, making sure that my stitch is at the back of that stay and not on the stay. So I'm going to go ahead and sew it all the way down, and I'll come back to show you what it looks like. And after sewing it down, this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to go ahead and notch all the pointy edges on the sides so that when I turn it over, I am going to have a smooth curve. So this is what it looks like at the end of the day. Our collar is ready. So now I'm going to go ahead and iron it down. Now it is time to fix our collar to our shirt. So I'm going to take my shirt and I'm going to find the midpoint of my neck and I'm going to give it a notch. Then I'm also going to find the midpoint of my collar and I'm going to notch it. Then I'm going to place my collar on my shirt, making sure the right side is facing the right side. Then I'm going to go ahead and pin it down. Now I'm going to be pinning to both edge of the collar all the way down. Now if you've done this correctly, you would notice that when you get to the end of your shirt, it is the same length with your collar. There is no excess and there is no shortage. So if you get to this point and you have an excess or a shortage, I would advise that you start all over from the beginning. Then after pinning it down, you are going to run a straight stitch on one side of the neck to the other, and after doing that, this is what it looks like. We are almost done with our collar now. Now you are going to flip the rough edge inside your collar stand and you are going to pin it all the way down. Then after pinning it down, you are going to run a straight stitch on the tip of that collar stand all the way down. That is going to give you the two top stitch that I was talking about earlier. And after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and weave all the rough edges inside my dress, and I'm going to fix my buttonholes and show you guys what it looks like on my mannequin. So guys, this is what it looks like on my mannequin. If you like this video, please do well to subscribe, like, share, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And I'm going to be seeing you in my next video.